Good morning, everybody. Today is day 2 of VLOGMAS. Like I said in yesterday's video, today we're going to be talking about why I didn't start on December 1st. And you know, that boils down to this, just putting yourself out on YouTube, and it's kind of scary. I don't know why it's scary, but it is. And I'm sure everybody's felt this when they first started. Hope he's not planning on going. I know everybody, or I assume everybody has felt this way when they first started their YouTube journey. I don't know if it's necessarily the comments I may or may not get, the negative comments I may or may not get. I'm sure I'll get them. I don't know if that's what was holding me back, or if it was, some of it was me thinking I'm not good enough to do this. I don't have anything interesting to talk about. I don't really live a very interesting life. You know, I don't travel all the time. I don't get to go to all these exotic places. I'm just a regular guy. A dad, husband. I work a 9 to 5. Not really 9 to 5, but it's 6 to 3. But you know what I mean. I work a regular job. There's nothing really interesting about that. As you can tell, I say a lot in my videos. But yeah, that's a lot of the reason why I didn't start on day 1 or December 1st, is because I didn't really think that I had it in me. Today we're shooting on the Nano over here and the Action 5 Pro over here. Just trying to mix it up a little bit, something different. But yeah, I mean, I think for a lot of us, well, starting anything new can be scary to a point. But I think it's overcoming the nerves, the fears, whether they're valid fears or just self-induced fears. You know what I mean? So anyway, this is me telling you to push your fears aside and make the video. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's probably not going to be perfect. Don't see what I was doing was I was comparing myself to all these creators that have done this YouTube or content creation in general for years, and they've had a ton of practice and they have a ton of gear, and that's what I thought it took. That's another thing that held me back, was I thought I had to have the latest and greatest. I thought I had to have the newest thing, lights, cameras, lenses. Man, I'm here to tell you, you don't need all that. That's just an excuse for you not to create videos. You don't need all that. Your phone, whatever you have in your pocket is more than enough. I would say, honestly, if you're going to invest in anything up front, I would get you one of these DJI mics. You can get the mic mini. I think it's like $50 just for the mini, and you can Bluetooth it to your phone. I would say, honestly, that audio is more important than your video quality starting out. because people aren't going to want to listen to you if they can barely hear you. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would invest in that. And it doesn't even have to be a DJI mic. I'm saying that because I use them and I really like them. I like them with these cameras because the Osmo audio technology that DJI has come up with. They connect. You can control the camera from the mic. You can start and stop recording, which is really, really neat. So yeah, that's what I say. Start with your phone. Don't do like I did and save up and spend thousands of dollars on stuff that you really don't need to start this, especially when you don't even know if you're gonna like doing this. I mean, this is a lot of work. Recording yourself and editing it, color grading if that's something that you want to try to get into. I'm filming in VLOGM on both of these cameras, so I will grade these today. But I enjoy doing that process. Now, before I started making YouTube videos, I was making family home movies. So I have several of them on my channel. They're all privated just for me and my family, but I have experience at least with color grading and a little bit of editing. Nothing fancy, nothing flashy, just jump cuts, because they're just family home movies. It's something that we can look back years later and enjoy. But yeah, I gotta run a couple errands today. I gotta go see my doctor. All right, so we're back. Just left the doctor's office. Let's continue our conversation about the fear of starting vlogging or starting a YouTube channel over something that you're passionate about, whatever it is. There is for most people, and I mean, I would venture to guess that it's probably all people at some point have that fear of judgment, fear of what others are going to say about you, fear of your family or friends finding that you started a YouTube channel, making fun of you, or just giving you a hard time. And, that might make you want to quit or not try to do this. But you need to, and it's something that I've been telling myself lately, that I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to turn this into something that will benefit me and my family. And if they don't like it, then, man, they can just kick rocks. Because nobody should shame you for trying to better yourself, better your life, better your family. And I think that leads me to the moment that really shifted in my life here just recently, that had me start yesterday with this VLOGMAS, was I sat down and I talked to my wife about this, and I told her my fears, whether they're rational or irrational fears over starting this. I sat down and talked to her, and she gave me the confidence to start this. She told me that I am good enough, and that means a lot. That encouragement from her really meant a lot to me, and to take the step of faith on starting this channel, or picking back up where I stopped, because it's been several months since I made my last video, and I didn't receive any comments on any of those videos. So I can't even say that it was judgment or people talking negative about it. I mean, there was a few likes here and there, nothing fantastic. And I probably, looking back, would have done those videos a little bit differently. But yeah, so just having her in my corner supporting me and encouraging me means the world to me. And it's led me to start this. So yeah, thanks, babe. Now, one thing that I do want to work on is actually vlogging in public. And that will be weird because, I mean, where I live, I really don't see a whole lot of people vlogging in public. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just, and I've got to get over the fear of people are going to look at you. People are going to stare at you. People are going to wonder what you're doing. Why are you talking to a camera? But I think that's where these two cameras come into play because they're so small and inconspicuous. You know, it's not like I'm busting out my full frame Sony with a big mic on the top. I mean, the Action 5 Pro is small. The Nano is even smaller. And then I got a small mic here that people probably wouldn't notice. The only thing that would stick out, I think, with the Nano is just the white lettering of DJI on the front of it. But man, I can get some gaff tape, black gaff tape, wrap it up, and cover that up, and nobody'd probably ever even notice it. Other than, you know, walking around like this, you know, like this with a camera. But if I keep it down like this, nobody's probably really going to pay attention. And if another trick that I've seen a couple other creators do is put, like me, I have an iPhone, so I have the AirPods Pro. I could put one or both of them in there, and then it's like I'm talking on the phone, because that's the new norm now. So that would be something else that to trick people into thinking that I'm just on the phone, but I'm actually in the store vlogging. I really wish I would have thought about that before I left home, because I'm about to go into Walmart and I got to pick up some wrapping paper because, you know, Christmas is right around the corner. So we got to get all the presents wrapped. So I think I'm going to get this back here. $10 for 3 rolls. I think that's pretty good. This is really kind of embarrassing, sitting here talking to a camera, walking around the store. But something got to get over it. I think I am going to have to get Bella a new unicorn next year. There is something to this being so small and really indiscreet. And also picking aisles that there's not a lot of people on. And you know, most people are just shopping, not paying attention to you. So just do your thing. This is, like I said, really different because I have never done this before. But again, it's also it's also 11 o'clock on a Friday, so most people are at work. Well, to be completely honest with you, I can't believe I actually did that. And it was a little bit. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot. But I did it. That was the first time walking around the store. A little bit. Actual vlogging. Now, like I said, I didn't hold the camera up to my face or anything, you know, anything like this while I was walking through the store. Kind of held it down in my hand. I don't know, I didn't preview what it looked like. That's the great thing with action cameras like the Nano that I was using, or even the Action 5 Pro, Action 6, Action 4, even GoPro, if you like GoPros. The field of view is so wide on them that you're pretty much going to be somewhere in the frame, as long as you're kind of pointing the camera at you in a general direction. So yeah, I think these cameras, these type of little action cameras, are great for people vlogging in public. I know that helped me because I didn't feel that anybody was really paying attention to me. because it was just, I mean, I was just holding it in my hand like this, and nobody really could see it to begin with. So yeah, tomorrow's Vlogmas, we're gonna go over the gear that I'm gonna be using to create these little short clips, short little videos of Vlogmas. So come back tomorrow to see all the gear that I'm gonna be using to create these videos.